Welcome to a new episode of Thursday Reviews. Today we're going to be reviewing the Bell & Howell TacLight lantern. Before we begin, I would just like to say if you want to see an unboxing of this, you can watch last week's episode. I did do some tests on last week's episode, and we will be doing some in this review as well. Anyway, they claim it can last up to 100,000 hours. It is also water resistant and built tough. One really cool thing about it is its ability to collapse when you're done using it. So to use it, you have to open it up. It has these 3 bright LEDs to light up your surroundings. Now, I took out a battery because I didn't want to blind myself for the review. Now, the only way to turn it off is to collapse it fully. There is no button. You open it to turn it on, collapse it to turn it off. Unfortunately, it doesn't come with batteries, but it takes 3 AA's. Okay, so we're in the garage now. And we're going to test it out. We're just going to try it. So again, to turn it on, just pull it open. Now, there it is. And here's our garage. Seriously, this lights up the entire thing. I can walk around with it down by my side. This is the lantern down by my side. I'm just walking around. You can see the Mustang. You can even see, like, high up onto these little areas. You can see the step ladder. You can see everything. And if you look, see if it's on the garage door, you can, like, if this is me turning it, just does that. Okay, we're just going to simply put the lantern on the step ladder, and if we step back, you can see just how much area. Remember, this is basically a 2-car garage. Yeah, it only fits 1 car, but there's an entire half that's just storage. And you can see it lights up the whole thing. Like, you can see all the way across there. You can see my shadow, of course, but, you know, you can see everything really, really nicely. It's very bright. Don't actually look at the LEDs. That would not be recommended. But yeah, you can pretty much see everything with this. So if you wanted to, you could actually dim it. It's not an actual dimming, but you could make it a little dimmer if you collapse it a little bit. See, now it's quite a bit more collapsed. If I hold it down by my side now, you can see it's quite a bit dimmer in here. So if you needed to at all adjust the brightness of it, you could do it like that. But yeah, what I do like how it's lighting up in all the directions. You can see everything. And so if I were to place this on the step ladder as well and look around, you can see it's a lot dimmer because not as much of the light is shining through. So here's the lantern again. So what are some of the things that I like about it? Well, let me tell you, this thing is bright to the point at where if you just look at it for maybe a second or more, you're going to be seeing spots. Seriously. Something else that I do like about it is that it is actually built pretty well. Now on the box they say it can survive through a whole bunch of things. I don't personally think that it's built that well, but it definitely doesn't feel like it's cheap. And what I like about it as well is because it's a lantern, it has like the 3 LED strips, so it lights up all of your surroundings. I do really like that. However, I do have a couple of things. Just the one major thing that I don't like about it is that there's no power button. There's nothing. So in order to even use it, you have to open and close the lantern. You have to collapse it to turn it off. Now, the reason I don't like that is because now you have to use 2 hands in order to use it. You have to. Because if you're just going to try and use it with 1 hand, how are you going to turn it on? If this is down by your side and you got things in your other hand, how are you going to use it? So would I recommend the lantern? Yes, I would, without a doubt. Especially if you don't care about it not having a button or anything. If you don't mind having to lift up on it every time you want to turn it on and having no way to just simply leave it up and turn it off or, whatever, then yes, this is definitely something to use. The pros are definitely things that you would want in a light like this. And when it collapses, they say on the box it can collapse smaller than a smartphone. Well, okay, let's try that. Here's my phone. This is an iPhone SE, which is a bit of a smaller phone, and it's right about at the same size. Now, if you had anything an iPhone 6 or bigger, or most of the new Samsung phones, or for sure a Galaxy Note phone, this thing would be quite a bit smaller than those. So, they are right on that. So, that is the review on the TacLight lantern by Bell & Howell. So, I will be uploading again in the following Thursdays from this point forward, just like I have been, with a new Thursday review episode. I hope to see you then.